Hey everybody, I'm here to talk about an average day for people who are tracking their macros and what that would look like. I have this spreadsheet that I want to share that kind of outlines a couple things. So, this is a male, and his macro goal is 275 carbs, 75 fat, and 275 protein. This is based on a 4 to 5 times a week workout, and he is wanting to lean out and lose some fat. So his average day, or one of his days, for breakfast he had a burrito bowl and he had his coffee with his sweetener. For lunch he had chicken tacos, and then for dinner he had spaghetti, and then he had a few snacks at night. His breakfast was 61 carbs, 25 fat, and 52 protein. To put that in perspective, it's 22% of his daily carb goal, 33% of his daily fat goal, and 19% of his protein. And I kind of broke that down for you for lunch, dinner, and then his snacks as well. Um, we can see he had for his burrito bowl, he had beef and sour cream, potatoes, and salsa with his coffee, some eggs, and then for lunch, he had chicken tacos. So he had chicken, obviously, tortillas, some more salsa. He added Nature Valley granola bars to that, some carrots, a yogurt, and then some sour cream. And then for dinner, he had spaghetti with vegetables. Obviously, there's beef in there, and then some carrots again. And for his snacks, he had his Nature Valley granola bars and another yogurt. And then he had his protein after the gym and some cottage cheese. So I know not all of us have these numbers because we're all different and they're based on you, but instead of the granola bar, twice on this day. He maybe could have made up for that and had noodles with his spaghetti instead of that granola bar at lunch or at his snack. Instead of the protein powder, if I was somebody who didn't want to have that, I would increase my hamburger in my spaghetti and or my lunch. I'm sorry, the chicken that I had with lunch. He could have used sour cottage cheese instead of his sour cream on maybe his tacos for lunch. And instead of having yogurt, I think he had that twice. Yep. He could have had maybe a glass of milk or something like that to even out his numbers. Overall, it's not a bad day. Um, and you can kind of see here's what each food value was. And when you're going to replace things or swap things out, you kind of learn those numbers based on what you enjoy and what you eat every day to make it so you can hit your numbers. So that's a man, a male. For a female, her numbers, again, she is in maintenance right to now, and she works out about 4 to 5 times a week. Her numbers are 200 carbs, 55 fat, and 145 protein. And I'm sorry I misspoke. She is actually kind of trying to lean out right now. And for her day, she had raspberries with some yogurt, some granola in there, and then she had coffee and cream in her coffee. She used two different kinds of cream. One that was a little less heavier on the carbs, and then she did half of the Nestle Coffee Mate, the fat-free hazelnut, and then half with the pecan caramel almond milk creamer. For lunch, she had a taco salad, so salsa, lettuce, taco meat, and then a little bit of cheese on that. For dinner, she had a pork sirloin roast, so some of that. She had yams, a glass of milk, and some butter. And then she also had a salad, organic cherry almond blue salad. And then for snacks, she had a banana. She had some collagen, before she went to bed, and then she also logs her vitamins because they do account for 9 grams of carbs a day. So again, I kind of broke it down here for you. I think most of the coaches have talked to you about trying to look at your total values you're trying to hit and break those down into 4 times a day and even them out if that works best for you. If you have your own way of doing that, works for you, that's fine. So this person had 25% of her carbs for breakfast, 13 fat, and 19% protein. For lunch, she had 6% of her carbs, 27% of her fat, and 22% of her protein. For dinner, she had 43% of her protein, 53% of her fat, and 38% of her carbs. And then her snacks were a smaller portion, 14% protein because of that added collagen. Um, if you did not want to take collagen or you don't take collagen, I would have increased my pork that I had for supper or my yogurt for breakfast. Or I even could have had more meat on my taco salad. They didn't log, or didn't have, I should say, any protein powder after the gym. They obviously went heavy on their protein for supper to make up for that. So if you're a person who doesn't like taking the protein powder after the gym or you don't want to, that's another way to do that, is to get more protein in after dinner or with your dinner and get it in shortly after you work out. I know we say a half hour, so um, if I do something like that, I typically have a roast or something in my oven, so when I get home from the gym, I can eat that right away. And then I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about collagen since that was on here. So collagen does have some positives, and it strengthens your skin. It can benefit elasticity and help with hydration. And then as we age, we produce less collagen, which can lead to dry skin and the formation of wrinkles. It's an abundant protein in our body, and it's a major component of connective tissues in the body, such as tendons, ligaments, your skin, and your muscles. It can help with joint pain relief and skin health. Um, Instead of taking a collagen supplement, some people do, some people don't. You can get your collagen boost from your diet by eating a lot of leafy green vegetables, citrus, eggs, berries, tomato, cabbage, pumpkin seeds, avocados, and garlic are good sources for protein. I am not trying to promote collagen at all. I'm just throwing it out there and thought I'd talk about it a little bit since it's on this log. I do myself actually take it because I am getting older and it does have some positives to it. So I will share this document after I go live in Facebook. You can kind of look at it. But if you ever take the time or have the time to sit down and really look at your day and break it down by percentages, you can probably really bring your meals down to those 25% for each group a little bit easier. If I sit down with a client to try and help them plan their day, I usually do it in an Excel document so that I can show them how to change things out, move things around, kind of balance it out and hit their numbers a little easier so they aren't feeling like they have to eat 60% of their protein at supper. This one, dinner, was really high. It was a pork roast, and the pork roast itself was really high in protein and very low in fat. So when you're at the store, make sure you're looking at that stuff and try and keep that in mind when you're buying it. Um, so that's really all I wanted to talk about this week. It's not a big show or a long talk, so but I thought it might help to kind of show you what people do in everyday life. And I will go live tomorrow, Sunday, on Facebook. I will see you all later then. Oh, I'll probably go live. I'm thinking around 1:30, so watch for that. Thanks. Have a great day.